Hey, true believers, Englentine here with a review of Legion #1. And man, I gotta tell you, this is one of those things where you know that it was created because this character has a TV show. I mean, that is the only purpose. It has to be. So it's called Trauma #1. And it is so messed up. It tries to recreate the sense of confusion that the TV show would leave. Given a core, we were giving a center that we could grab onto. Here in the comic book, it wants to give you that sense of confusion without giving us a baseline of who David was before we go on to that journey. So what ends up happening is we never have anything to root for. We never have anything to connect with. Now, granted, there's some side characters that we could connect with if it was David's story told from the perspective of the side characters. Unfortunately, it's not. And the only other way the writer seems to, and the artist wants to convey this sense of confusion that David Haller feels because of his multiple personalities is by being as crazy as possible. So not only do we have no one to connect to, we have no story to follow. No real story, because as soon as you start to grasp what's going on, it switches channels and you're following something else. Overall, like I said, if they grab onto one thing, if they just give us one thing so we can connect with it, then I think this would have been a stronger story. The TV show has proved that this character can be done well, and that show was very good. It was done very well. It had its moments where it was confusing also, I'm not going to lie, but because we had original David to connect to, we knew when things were messed up. And there was a real central villain. In this, it seems he creates some sort of robot creature to attack himself and all of his personalities. It's a creation of his own rather than an outside. Could be eating crow in just a little bit. You never know. I would also question the art style, and that goes along with the TV show. The TV show had a darker palette to it. It fit the narrative, and it helped to create a sense of disorientation. I do believe the first time we saw David Haller was with Bill Sienkiewicz art, and that's kind of wacky and weird and dark, and I think that kind of style or anything along those lines would have been a lot better. This seems a little too colorful for the story that they're wanting to tell. Palette would have helped. You have to put the right kind of art with whatever story you're doing, and in this case, I think they missed the boat a little bit. This art looks a little bit too cheerful for what they seem to be going for. And this is where my review, much like the comic, kind of goes all over the place. While I seem to be bashing the crap out of this book, I am interested in finding out where it goes from here. I don't think I'm done with it quite yet. Even though there is no center, there's nothing for us to grab onto or to connect to, I think that this story could end up being better. And I'm hoping it does go in a better way, a better direction. And of course, I'm going to be reading this just because of the Marvel versus DC reviews, but otherwise I'm still interested in seeing where they're going to take it. I think this character could be done very well, and I would love to see if they've got a big twist in mind for us that's going to pull all of this together. I don't know. I hope so, and hopefully not bad, but let's see where it's going to go. Let me know in the comments below. Also, if you like videos like this, you want to see more, click like, share, subscribe, you know the drill. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you don't miss anything. Cool things happen around here sometimes. Also, this is the way we make our living, so if you don't mind heading on over to Patreon, drop $1 in the till. Helps keep the lights on and helps keep making videos for you. Links in the description below. I'd like to thank everybody who's already done that, and to everyone, all of the true believers, thank you very, very much for watching.